And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We got a great show for you today, as always. We are live every single day at noon Eastern. If you want to watch live, head over to twitch.tv/takesbyfans. If you want to watch but not live, head over to our YouTube channel, Takes by Fans. We post all of our shows and clips of the show there on a daily basis. And if you just want to listen, we are on podcasting apps, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. So however you want to watch or listen, we've got you covered multiple ways. Alrighty, today's a big old Sunday. We still got preseason football on today, the last day of preseason football, folks. So soak it all in, because then we have a week of nothing, but then we're back into it the following week. So let's today on the show, we are going to be breaking down the preseason games from yesterday. Any good narratives? We got to see Josh Allen a little bit. How is he looking? Justin Fields' last day to impress us before the season begins. So we've got some good things to kind of look at and watch and see what our narratives that we have been watching so far throughout the preseason and offseason and all that. And it's all coming to a head at these final preseason games. Now, we do have preseason games on today as well, all day, starting at 1 o'clock. So we're going to try to get out of here in an hour. So let's just jump right into it with the stories of the day. And the first one up, man, oh man, big bad news here for this Ravens team last night. Truly unfortunate. Their starting running back J.K. Dobbins is unfortunately going to be out for the entire year. Unfortunately got injured last night, and J.K. Dobbins currently undergoing his MRI. But the expectations going in was that he had suffered a season-ending knee injury. Now, the results of the MRI have not come back quite yet, but he's going to be out for the year, folks. Truly unfortunate. We do have the play here, so let's quickly watch this play to see how we got injured. It was a screen pass in the first quarter, 3 or 6 minutes into the game, and he goes down. We see him get hit right here, gets kind of sandwiched right at his knees, and he just instantly goes and grabs for his, is this right knee? Left knee right there. Man, oh man, down in pain, grimacing, can't believe it, has to take off his helmet. I think we get one more good look. We get another replay. Yeah, let's watch it from this angle. Here we go. So here we go, just gets sandwiched right there, knee, ooh, and a little hyperextend that got kind of caught in the ground, and that's a shoulder pad right into that knee. Shoulder pad right into the knee. Ooh, made it almost bend backwards. Gosh, dang. So, man, oh man, truly unfortunate here by this Ravens team because, we know that they lost Mark Andrews last season, so now they're only down to like 2 good ones. And Mark Andrews didn't play a huge role. He just, played a real kind of relief pitcher role. And we talked about that last season with this Ravens team. Like every single down, a new running back would come into the game. So there was always fresh legs at the running back position for the Ravens last season. They were also a very run-heavy offense, and we expect that to come down a little bit. So that if you want to look for any silver lining here for the Ravens, it's, well, they probably won't be rushing as much than they did last season than they are going to be doing this season. So I guess that's a little bit of a silver lining, but I mean, I'm sure the Ravens would still love to have Gus Edwards out there as their main starting back. So now they turn to Gus Edwards, who is, once again, still a solid back. Well, let's go over J.K. Dobbins' stats very quickly. Going into his second year, rookie last season, and he put up 800 yards on the ground with 9 rushing touchdowns, 120 in the passing game, so a grand total of 925 yards of scrimmage from last season. But that's still solid for a rookie in a kind of 3-back set last season. So he was still getting it truly done. When we look at what Gus Edwards has been doing, he's going into his 4th season. He's got 700 yards every single year, 718 yards year 1, 711 yards year 2, and then 723 rushing yards year 3. He's not a great catcher of the football out of the backfield. His highest receiving season was last year, 129 yards. So Gus Edwards is going to have to kind of step it up here. Can he be a 1,000-yard back? That's what the Ravens are truly going to have to rely on because they don't have that depth anymore. Mark Ingram is gone, and J.K. Dobbins is unfortunately out for the season. So when we look at just kind of the running back depth that they have now, I mean, they got to rely on Justice Hill, Tyson Williams, and Nate McCary. I mean, they're all going to have to try to emerge. I don't even know if these guys have ever played in a game before. I've never heard of these players. Justice Hill, 60 yards rushing last season in the 2019 draft. So nothing great there. We get Tyson Williams. What does he got going on? He's a rookie this season, so he's done nothing. And then Nate McCary. What do we got on this dude? He's a rookie as well. Nothing great. So, I mean, Gus Edwards is truly going to have to step up to the plate here this season and be the main workhorse 3-down back that hopefully he can maybe be, because we haven't seen it, because they haven't needed a just in a lone ranger, lone wolf, one person back in the backfield. They've never had that. Like we just said, 3 running backs last season. So Gus Edwards is going to have to step up. We'll see if he can get the job done. And this is just, once again, putting more pressure on Lamar Jackson, which is never great because there's so much pressure on him just naturally going into this season. You know, the whole media narrative of him only being a running back and him not being able to have a good deep ball or throw consistently. And then you have the offensive coordinator kind of, watering down the plays. They're not taking those deep shots because they didn't have the receivers. And now this season, so you got all that. And then this season of no real great running game. So Lamar Jackson's going to have his work cut out for him. Hopefully he can get it done. Gus Edwards is truly going to have his work cut out for him. Hopefully he can get it done. And now when we're just kind of looking at the free agent running back market, there are still some good options at the Ravens. The Ravens are going to have to do something. I mean, you can't go into this season with only Gus Edwards and nothing else proven behind him. Maybe you can keep 2 of these running backs, Justice Hill, Tyson Williams, and Nate McCary, but one's got to go at least because there is a solid free agent market at the moment. You've still got Lamar Miller, serviceable, has been proven to get it done. Alfred Morris, serviceable, has proven to get it done. And, these running backs only have to be the number 2 coming into the system because we've seen some solid work by Gus Edwards, 700 yards consistently, and that's always with splitting reps between another running back. So we believe he can potentially be a 1,000-yard back, and then you just have, the Lamar Miller, Alfred Morris, even kind of LaShawn McCoy is still out there, or not LaShawn McCoy, Le'Veon Bell is still out there. That's a potential. LaShawn McCoy may still be out there, or he's on the Chiefs, one of the two, but would you go after LaShawn McCoy? His career may be over. We don't know yet. And then there was one more name I wanted to bring up. Adrian Peterson. Can we get an Adrian Peterson on this Ravens team? How would that work out? Would that be pretty good? Adrian Peterson, one last ride in him with the Super Bowl participant. This Ravens team is kind of Super Bowl bubble-esque, I would say. I would say this team has a real solid chance of representing the AFC. We know the AFC is very, very tough this season, but we do believe the Ravens have the offense, and they definitely do have the defense. They have the quarterback, they have the coach to go and get to the Super Bowl. So maybe sign Adrian Peterson. He's, waiting in the wings, ready to rock when a team calls him up. So there's some options here for the Ravens. It's not all, doomsday, doom and gloom out here. There are still some slivers of hope out here with the running back position. And, we'll see what they end up doing here now that they're finally done with the preseason. They just played their last game yesterday, and now they've got the kind of 2 weeks to prepare for their week 1 meeting. So we'll see what the Ravens do at the running back position. The good thing is, folks, that there are still some serviceable running backs in free agent that you won't have to spend too much money on, that can come in and fill in for this 1 year. And hopefully they can still be good, because we don't want to see Lamar Jackson on a bad team, because then what happens? Then media just instantly disregards Lamar Jackson, and then we get all the he's just a running back narratives for the entire year. And aren't y'all sick of that? I mean, I'm sick of just hearing Lamar Jackson's just a pure running back. Can we stop that, please? So, J.K. Dobbins, truly unfortunate out here. Most likely ACL injury, but we'll know more. But he is going to 99% be out for the rest of the year. Unfortunate. Alrighty, injuries all aboard here, so let's keep going with the injury train, and this is not great on our kind of Super Bowl pick. We like the Colts this season. We had a little bit of a rough patch with Carson Wentz earlier this offseason in the training camp, but that's got fixed. He's 100% ready to rock, but now Colts wide receiver T.Y. Hilton will be undergoing evaluation for a neck injury that could sideline him for a few weeks. Oh no, the Colts aren't that deep at wide receiver. They've got good ones. They've got the good two. You got T.Y. Hilton and Michael Pittman Jr., who we are big fans of, big believers in. But besides those two, I don't think, do they got anything else on their team? Let's look up their depth chart very quickly right here. Carson Wentz is definitely going to have his work cut out for him, but here we go. I guess they got Zach Pascal. He's real solid, too. How many yards did he have last season? 629, a nice 6'2", tall target, so I believe he can come in and step in. But then we get Paris Campbell, Mike Strachan, and Ashton Dolan. They've done anything? I don't think so. Yeah, Paris Campbell, 71 yards last season. He's 6 foot, nothing to write home about. Mike Strachan, who we got here? He a rookie. Okay. Oh, my God. He's 6'5", though. So, Carson Wentz, you better go to this, man. 6'5", bro. I don't understand why height is not more of a player in today's game. If I'm a coach in this league, I'm going after... If you're not 6'5", you're not on my team, unfortunately. I'm on 6'5" in every single position. Obviously, you still got to be quick, but, you know, I do like some height here. And then we got Ashton Dolan, 53 yards last season, and he's 6'1". So I guess that's pretty good as kind of some third, fourth strings. I would really like to see this Mike Strachan do something good at 6'5". I mean, get your ass out there. You should be wide receiver number 1 at 6'5". Jeez, go moss some people. So, T.Y. Hilton's going to be out for a little bit. Let's quickly read this article just so we're caught up on the T.Y. Hilton news. So here we go. The Colts could be without receiver T.Y. Hilton to begin the regular season, and that is seeming to be what is truly going to happen. It does seem like he is going to miss a majority of the first couple of games. I'm going to kind of mark it at potentially the first 4 games, but let's continue in here. The veteran wideout is undergoing an evaluation for a neck injury that's expected to keep him out for at least a few weeks. We got 2 weeks before the start of the NFL season, which begins on the 9th for the Thursday Night Football, and then obviously that full Sunday, the 12th. So we do have 2 weeks here before the start of the regular season, officially. So few weeks, 2 weeks, few is more than 1. So I'm going to call it 4. I'm calling it 4. That's me. All right, so it's unclear at this time exactly when the injury occurred. A firm timeline on Hilton's recovery is expected in the coming days. Hilton did not appear in any of Indy's 3 preseason contests. Entering Sunday, the Colts are one of the 5 teams that have gone undefeated in the preseason. Should the diagnosis confirm the initial belief, losing Hilton would deal yet another blow to an offense that is currently dealing with injuries at quarterbacks with Carson Wentz, but he's fine. Sam Ehlinger, who cares? He's the backup. He's not even good anyway. Unfortunate for him. He did suffer an ACL sprain yesterday, as well as pro guard Quentin Nelson, who once again, he's fine. He's going to be good to go. Same injury as Carson Wentz, and they're both kind of progressing very good. So, yes, you know, these injuries, you know, they do have kind of a lot of injuries in the last couple of weeks here, but everything is truly fine. The biggest one that we are truly concerned about, the only one that we should be concerned about, is T.Y. Hilton. Carson Wentz is good. Quentin Nelson is fine. Sam Ehlinger is a backup, and they still got Jacob Eason as a backup, so we don't need Sam Ehlinger. It's only unfortunate for Sam Ehlinger. So, the Colts, man, I mean, let's see if they can get out to a good, solid start without T.Y. Hilton. Michael Pittman Jr. is truly going to have to carry the load. Zach Pascal is truly going to have to carry the load as well, and we believe these two can step up to the plate. And then another silver lining here for this Colts team is that they've got great running back depth. 3 great ones, folks. Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack, oh, hang on. What the heck is going on here? Jordan Wilkins. Where is Nyheim Hines? They got rid of Nyheim Hines? I don't remember reading that. The hell's going on with Nyheim Hines? Where's he at? Where's my man Nyheim Hines at? He should be the third running back here. They don't even have him listed in the top 4. The hell is going on with Nyheim Hines? Where's this Nyheim Hines news at? Oh, okay. I don't know why they don't got him listed on the depth chart like that. He's still on the Colts. Okay, the ESPN doing that man dirty. So they do have 3 great running backs, folks. Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack, and Nyheim Hines. I don't know who this Jordan Wilkins is and Benny LeMay is. You better get Nyheim Hines in this depth chart. Damn, don't disrespect that man. So that is the silver lining for this Colts team, folks. 3 solid, good running backs that you can rely on without T.Y. Hilton. So maybe they'll slow down or speed up the game since they're rushing the ball. Speed up these games a little bit. Rely on the defense. Rely on the running backs, and then just have the wide receivers just kind of be game managers. Have Carson Wentz just kind of be a game manager the first couple of weeks while T.Y. Hilton is out, and then when T.Y. Hilton's back, the offense is, firing in all cylinders, rushing and passing. So I don't think this is going to be a big, huge blow. It's truly unfortunate, but, we think that the Colts can kind of survive the early game without T.Y. Hilton. I don't believe that they can go out and win the Super Bowl without T.Y. Hilton, and, it's not seeming like he's going to miss, this entire season. So unfortunate here that he's going to be sidelined for the first couple of weeks here. And I would not expect this man to be ready to go by week 1. And then we get another injury by the Colts. Jeez Louise. Now, once again, this is going to hurt their depth a little bit. Another ACL injury that happened yesterday was Colts. Now, this man says starting left tackle. He's not the starting left tackle. Left tackle, Sam Tevy. He's just the backup. So, once again, that depth kind of slowly going down the drain. Once again, you can kind of maybe potentially rely on just Zach Poshkuhl and Michael Pittman Jr. For the first couple of weeks here. So hopefully, this Colts line can hold up. Let's see if they go out and maybe secure more depth here on the offensive line in the next kind of 2 weeks before the season begins. But the Colts, they've just been nothing great coming out of this kind of training camp. There's been a lot of blows to this team, but I don't think there's been any kind of knockout blows. We still can believe in this Colts team, root for this Colts team, and bet on this Colts team early this season. And hopefully Carson Wentz can kind of just be a nice, solid piece back there that's consistent. I mean, the Colts need some consistency here in this team, and hopefully Carson Wentz doesn't get injured like his big old injury history, and everybody else can kind of stay good as well because their depth is slowly depleting. So Colts, man, a tough training camp. Some big injuries, but some also depth injuries as well. So we'll see how they play this season, but I don't think it's too much to panic quite yet. Not quite yet. Maybe potentially in the future. Not quite yet. All right, and let's talk about what the hell is this, folks? What the hell is this? Can we stop with the Deshawn Watson getting traded narrative? I truly am not buying any of this. Now, this has just started to kind of break yesterday, and all day yesterday, and still kind of today, all the kind of bigger names, the checkmark verified on Twitter, the analysts, the professional analysts out here are slowly starting to report on this as well. But I'm not buying it, folks. I'm saying that they're all lying and that they all don't know what they're talking about. I don't think that this is going to happen. And not just for the Dolphins, but any team. But let's see what's going on here. There's a report coming out that the Dolphins have emerged as front runners in a blockbuster trade for Deshawn Watson. Now, we know Deshawn Watson wants to be traded from Houston. Houston is kind of trying to trade him as well. It seems like they're going to let this man go at some point. But obviously, the big elephant in the room with Deshawn Watson is the sexual assault cases, the multiple, the criminal, the criminal and the non-criminal. I don't know, I can't think of the word quickly. Civil and criminal. Unfortunate. Both, multiple women, 20 plus, both sides, criminal, civil. So we all know that that's the elephant, and it's just why I don't think the Dolphins, why do it now? I mean, we had this entire offseason to do it. We had the entire preseason to do it. But now we're 2 weeks removed from the start of the season. We got Tua playing. I don't even think Tua's going to play today. But we had Tua playing real solid the first 2 preseason games. We're already kind of installed our offense. Him and Jalen Waddle have been getting great chemistry down together, getting it done. And now we're going to trade for Deshaun Watson of the hefty price tag because, folks, they're still adamant. I mean, this is what we're talking about. I mean, we knew originally at the start of kind of preseason, the start of training camp, the start of the offseason, when Deshaun Watson was like, hey, I want out of here, the first initial trade value was 3 first-round picks and potentially some seconds. And now they're still saying 3 first-round picks. So maybe, everybody that's reporting on the situation is just kind of, latching on to the previous information. We don't know if this is updated information, but they are still saying that Texans are seeking at least 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. Now, Deshaun Watson's great. I mean, I'm taking the only quarterbacks that I'm not taking over Deshaun Watson are Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes because he's basically Deshaun Watson but better. Justin Herbert because I'm truly thinking this man is going to be in the GOAT discussion of quarterbacks. Young guy, and I think he's going to continue to get better. And then I take Tom Brady over Deshaun Watson because y'all just saw that man win the Super Bowl last season. Yeah, I'm still taking that. So those are the only 3 quarterbacks I'm taking over Deshaun Watson. I would take right now Deshaun Watson over Tua, and that's no disrespect to Tua. That's respect to Deshaun Watson because this man just led the league in passing yards last season by going under the radar because this team was absolutely garbage from the top down. Deshaun Watson was the only highlight, the only good player on this team. So I do love Deshaun Watson. I think he's absolutely fantastic. This man is a A1 tier 1 quarterback in this league. He can single-handedly win you and lead you to a Super Bowl no problem by himself. So yes, I do think Deshaun Watson's a great quarterback. I just don't think it makes sense for really any team to give up 3 first-round draft picks because of these lawsuits still pending. We don't even know. This man may not play this year and may not play next year. And then his reputation's ruined. I mean, we saw Michael Vick. He's probably the most notable great quarterback that faced legal issues and then just really wasn't the same after. And then you've got, the negative side. We all know the NFL is always kind of, pro-business. Hey, we're a business, so we will do what's right for our business, cutting players, not signing players because of distractions off the field that affect sales, jersey sales, ticket sales, advertising revenue. So, with Michael Vick, you had, half the population being like, no, we don't even want to see this man anymore. The other half being like, he paid his time, he paid his dues, and, we have to move on at some point. If we have this kind of justice system, a jail system to kind of fix incorrect things that has happened in the past, you pay your dues. You do a crime, you go to jail, you did your time. At some point, we have to kind of move on. He paid his dues for that. So we kind of had, 2 sides to that argument. And, Michael Vick was still kind of getting screamed at by, just the fan bases and just kind of people in general. So if the same thing happens with Deshaun Watson here, he goes to jail, he gets found guilty in any of these, whatever it is, you're going to have kind of that negative business kind of aspect to Deshaun Watson. So you're going to give up 3 first-round picks? 3 first-round picks? That's absolutely crazy. Now, Deshaun Watson, he's worth 3 first-round picks if he's not kind of under investigation for anything. Then I would give up 3 first-round picks for Deshaun Watson in a heartbeat. A heartbeat, I would do that. But because of all the circumstances surrounding this man, I just don't think you can. I would still maybe give up 1 first-round draft pick for Deshaun Watson. I don't think that's bad to do. I think that's a pretty solid gamble. Hey, I'll give you 1 first-round draft pick. We don't know if this man's going to play anymore, but if we can get the man for 1 first-round draft pick, that is the steal of the entire decade. Steal of the entire history of the NFL. How crazy is that? That we would be living in the time of the biggest steal in NFL history if we can get Deshaun Watson for 1 first-round draft pick. 2, I still maybe make the trade. I think it would kind of be a 50-50 decision, and I think at the end of that deciding period, I would probably decide to trade 2 first-round draft picks for Deshaun Watson. But now we're talking 3 with all this nonsense going on. I don't know if I can give up 3 and some 2s. I mean, we're truly trading in our future. Any team would be trading in their future to acquire Deshaun Watson, who may possibly not play for the rest of his career, or 1 year or 2 years. We don't know. So let's see where all these reports are coming from. I mean, folks, it truly just took over Twitter yesterday, took over the entire media yesterday. So let's see what we are truly talking about here, and if there's any true meat, substance to this narrative and story that has once again reemerged. For why? What is the reason for this? So let's see what we get here. Deshaun Watson may be finally getting his wish, according to Charles Robinson. Let's check this man's credentials. Who the heck is Charles Robinson? Senior NFL reporter for Yahoo? Yahoo? Okay. Is Yahoo even respectable anymore, folks? I'm not saying that Charles Robinson isn't respectable. I'm just saying Yahoo? Okay. I think I could get a freaking job at Yahoo Sports. I may apply there after the show. All right, according to Charles Robinson of Yahoo Sports, the Miami Dolphins has emerged as a frontrunner in a trade for Deshaun Watson. The report also adds that the Texans are seeking 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, which was reported to him by a team that dropped out of the trade discussions. Now, once again, we have to keep time schedule. Is he just pulling on the information that came out like a month, 2 months ago when, the first initial trade value for Deshaun Watson came out? Or is this new information that is coming out right now as we are talking? It's Yahoo, so they still may be a couple months behind on their information. It's Yahoo, folks. But let's see what he says here. Here we go. This is by Charles Robinson. These are his tweets. Here we go. Thread. Sources tell Yahoo Sports the Dolphins have emerged as the frontrunners in trade discussions with the Texans for quarterback Deshaun Watson. The Texans are seeking 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks in negotiations, according to a team that dropped out of trade talks. That's so. He's worth it. I mean, pure talent-wise, he's definitely worth all of that. I'm not saying that. I don't know if he's worth that right now with all the lawsuits and the negative optics on the man. It's unfortunate. Now, he could still be 100% innocent. That could truly be the case. And at that point, that's why we kind of want to get him for 1 first-round pick, because then it's truly the steal if he comes out of this thing 100% innocent. And then we can kind of, drop this narrative and all this, and Deshaun Watson's back at kind of goated status of the current quarterbacks in this league. All right, second tweet here. Sources said the Panthers, Broncos, and Eagles were also in some elements of trade consideration. But once again, this is all we've been known this information. So is he just recycling information? Because, we're starting to kind of get to the beginning of the season. We still kind of need a couple of more stories to talk about before, the NFL regular season kicks off. And then, we can start talking about everything that's been going on, because there's games actually being played, meaningful games being played. So is he just recycling information out here? We knew all of this. And the Dolphins were the kind of the front runner 2 months ago as well. So once again, I'm not hearing anything new. I'm not seeing anything new. That's why I'm not believing in any of this. I really think Tua had an amazing training camp and an amazing preseason game performances. So why now continue this narrative that the Dolphins are throwing Tua aside, never believe in Tua? I believe 1,000% in Tua. 1,000,000% in Tua. I'll say 1,000,000% I believe in Tua. So it's just like, it's not adding up to be real news out here. I'm not buying it. Let's continue on. So sources said the Panthers, Broncos, and Eagles were also in some element of trade consideration, but Watson's contractual right to approve the trade destination, which was signed off on by Houston ownership in his last extension, has weighed heavily in trade opportunities. So that's great. I mean, Deshaun Watson can control his own future, which is always great for a great quarterback. You don't want to see, Matthew Stafford 2.0 here. Matthew Stafford, a great quarterback that his entire career was wasted in Detroit. Now he finally has a chance to prove himself. We don't want that with Deshaun Watson. We don't want him to be on a garbage team his entire career and never win any meaningful games, because he's too good not to win any meaningful games out there. In the last tweet, sources said teams have angled for a pick protection in any trade to mitigate a potential NFL suspension or criminal prosecution tied to ongoing investigations by the FBI, Harris County prosecutors, and Houston Police Department into sexual assault allegations from multiple women. And we know the kind of FBI investigation has to do with the extortion part of what is going on than the actual sexual assault allegations on Deshaun Watson. So I don't think this is anything new. I think this is just trying to maybe potentially recycle some old news. I'm not buying that this is real news in the last 2 days, the last day, whatever it is. I'm not buying it. I don't think Deshaun Watson gets traded this season. I don't believe it. And I don't believe that they get 3 first-round draft picks and 2 second-round picks. I don't believe that at all. Now, what I could potentially see is a quarterback swap and maybe a couple of picks. Maybe, unfortunately, they have to trade Tua straight up for Deshaun Watson and a first-round pick, and that's truly unfortunate for Tua to have to go and play in this organization. I don't want to see anybody play in this Texans organization until it gets cleaned up in the front office and literally everywhere else on this team. So that would just truly be unfortunate by Tua. I would feel so upset for the man. I would feel 100% for the man out here. But I'm not buying any of it. I'm not buying any of it. I do not care who is saying it. I am not buying it. Until it happens, then I will buy it. But just people saying it, I'm not buying it at all. I think Deshaun Watson will be Houston Texan this season, and then we'll talk about him next season when we get a little bit clearer of a picture of all the allegations, whether guilty or innocent. We'll know more in a year. I can guarantee you that. So, I'm not buying the blockbuster report trade. I'm not buying it. You won't catch us buying it. I'm not buying into the hype. I'm not buying into the narrative. It doesn't make any sense to us. I will not buy it. Alrighty. 2 quick things to go over. Here we go. Derrick Henry, and man, oh man, this man is our favorite running back of all time. He is the best running back in the league, hands down, no debate. And this is why, folks. Jonnu Smith, great tight end in this league. He says, quote, literally put fear in other man's heart, referring to Derrick Henry. So, folks, this man is absolutely a mammoth. I can't wait to watch this man run and dominate and bulldoze and go right up the middle every single rush and break the single season rushing record. Can't wait to watch that this season. So Derrick Henry, keep on being mean, keep on being great, and keep doing what you're doing, putting fear in other men's hearts. These are grown men, and this man is putting the fear in their hearts. Fantastic. Fantastic. Gotta love Derrick Henry. All right, and then the last thing, we're going to watch this man in a couple of minutes when we get to his game, but Justin Fields' preseason has officially wrapped up 3 games, and this is what he did, folks. 30 of 49 for 276 passing yards and 92 rushing yards. I don't care about his 67.6 PFF grade. That means absolutely nothing to me. I don't know what their algorithm is, and I do not care what they say. Maybe everything that they put in that algorithm is totally nonsense of what I believe makes a great quarterback, so I don't care about that PFF grade. But 30 of 49, if I did my math right earlier, we'll kind of redo it live here on the show just to double check these numbers. But I'm pretty sure it's 60. It's like 61 point something percent. I think it's like 62%. So 30 of 49, we get 61%. That's pretty solid for a preseason debut. That's definitely buildable. That's definitely great that we can kind of build off of that going into the season. We want to see you 62 to 65. Maybe have to adjust this number. It's going to be this season to decide if we still stick with our 62 to 65 range, which is good quarterback play at completion percentage, or if we have to kind of beef it up a little bit to 65 to 67, which seems to be the case over the last couple of seasons. But like we've been saying this offseason, that this is going to be the year where we truly see if we have to change our numbers. But these are serviceable stats, and we're going to watch him play in his final preseason game. But it's like Andy Dalton doesn't do anything better than this. I mean, at best, this is Andy Dalton, at best. So this is kind of just Justin Fields' floor right here is Andy Dalton's best. Why not rock with this man as the week 1 starter? It makes no sense not to do that. So Justin Fields, a pretty solid preseason debut, and definitely should be the starter here for Chicago this season. And we want to be proven right. We've been going hard. This is the only bet that we have hyped up this big, I think, in our show's history for an entire year, that Justin Fields will be the Week 1 starter. So, we do have a little bit of stake in the game here for this man to be the Week 1 starter. But, I mean, everything that we are seeing out of him just screams starting quarterback in this league, and there's really no reason to go with Andy Dalton, but we'll see what Matt Nagy does in the next 2 weeks. Alrighty, those are all the stories that we needed to cover for today, so let's head over and talk about some games that happened. This is our last look, our last kind of full beefy taste that we can sink our teeth into of what these teams are going to potentially look like early on this season. To get our bets right, to get our kind of initial predictions right, we have to see what some teams finished with in their preseason finales. So let's start here with the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Now, Aaron Rodgers didn't play, but Josh Allen played. So let's see the best plays out of Josh Allen yesterday and see if we can start buying into this man. I believe this is his first preseason action, his kind of final action to get him ready for week 1, and we are very, very high on Josh Allen. That year 3 leap that we saw absolutely impressed us 1,000,000%, and because of that, we do have Josh Allen very high on our overall quarterback rankings. We have Josh Allen ranked number 3 in quarterback play, folks. So we are going to kind of revise this list right before the start of the NFL season, maybe that Wednesday before the Thursday night game, but I'm loving what we were seeing from Josh Allen last season, and now we get our first look of what he's doing this season. So let's see how Josh Allen is looking. Can we still buy this man, or is he going to take a little bit of a step back? We don't think so, but let's see what we get. So here we go, 2 minutes of highlights. Let's watch Josh Allen work. First one is just a nice strike, and bango, nice kind of comeback route on the right sideline on 3rd and 3. Great to pick up there for the first down. Here we go. Empty backfield here, 2nd and 4 at the Packers 30. And once again, he's just getting the ball out of his hands very, very quickly right there and going to Emmanuel Sanders. That's going to be a great weapon for him this season. Here we go. Next play. Look at that clean-ass pocket, and then that deep strike. Ooh, over the middle of the field. Yes, sir. Who is this? Gabriel Davis? Is that his first name? Gabriel? We got a Gabriel Davis. What do we got Davis-wise? Gabriel Davis. Yes, sir. That's who we thought it was. So, can we watch this play one more time? Look at this ball. Oh, we get a great angle right there. Look at that velocity. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's clean. What was that, 40 yards? 40-yard clean strike. Clean ass pocket, deep ball, boom, over the middle. Exactly 1,000,000,000,000% on target, on the money, folks. Watch this. Watch. Oh my God. Fantastic. Oh, bruh. If Josh Allen can continue to press and build off what he did last season, folks, we've got one of the best in the making here. Here we go. Rolling out to his right, going to Cole Beasley, I believe. Is that number 11? We got Cole Beasley playing yesterday. He did play. Here we go. Once again, just on the run. Low ball, but it's Cole Beasley going down to the ground. Great accuracy there by Josh Allen. Here we go on 4th and 2. A big-time pickup right here. Oh, he's going to use his legs. Going and racing the defensive edge rushers all the way to the sideline, and that is a pickup on 4th and 2. Great job there by Josh Allen. Always moving the sticks here. Let's see if he can continue it here. Here we go, 1st and 15, throwing out of the pocket on the run, and ooh, getting a little Patrick Mahomes ass, throwing, going all the way to the left, throwing back to the right over the middle of the field, and hey, it's complete. We give the man credit. Look at that twist of the body, and then it's right on the money, folks. Yes, sir. Cole Beasley there for the first down. All right, now we're in the red zone. Here we go. Inside the 5, Josh Allen. Boom, a strike right over the middle on the front of the goal line. Ooh, could have been a dangerous little throw. Do we get a better replay? I want to see how tight this was. Oh, we are going to get a replay. Perfect. But that seemed to be real tight there. But I trust Josh Allen to make these tight throws. We just saw it was 67% completion percentage last season. Absolutely fantastic. Let's watch this one more time. Just stands tall in the pocket, takes the hit too. Man, the man gets it done. So we can believe 100% into Josh Allen, and I still stand behind keeping Josh Allen in kind of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL at this current moment. The man is ready to rock, and I can't wait to see what he does in year 4 from that year 3 leap. I don't know if he can get any better because that year 3 leap was absolutely fantastic, but I don't see this man slowing down any. So Josh Allen is definitely still cream of the crop quarterbacks, and the Bills definitely got a great one, folks. This man is absolutely fantastic. So Josh Allen finishes 20 of 26 for 194 yards and 2 touchdowns. Should we watch Jordan Love? He threw a pick. I kind of want to see where that pick was. I just kind of want to watch the pick. We know this man is probably not going to be playing this season just because it's Aaron Rodgers, so we're not going to put too much stake and time into watching this man play. But I want to see this interception. Not great that it's here in the red zone. Here we go, play action pass, stumbling out of the break, and then throwing a wild ball right there. That's just a jump ball. Didn't set his feet, throwing, backpedaling off of one foot. Not the best read by Jordan Love. Truly unfortunate. Truly a busted play right from the start, stumbling out and then, double covered, and you throw a ball like that. Not the best read, but we're going to move on. We're not going to watch Jordan Love just because, like we said, we're not going to see him in regular season this year. So, we'll save, all this great tape that we can rewatch when he finally gets a start, and then we'll determine, hey, now that he's going to be starting, can he play? And we'll come back to these games. But for right now, we can move on. So Josh Allen's looking great. All right, let's move on to the Ravens and Washington now. We're going to watch this Ravens team because Tyler Huntley just absolutely murdered it last night. Absolutely fantastic. 24 of 33 for 285 yards and 4 passing touchdowns, and then he also rushed for a touchdown. He had 6 rushes for 14 yards and 1 touchdown. 5 touchdowns by this man. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we know Lamar Jackson is going to play for the Ravens, but geez, give this man some credit. When we look at what he's done in Utah, he was a rookie last season, didn't play last season. Just had 10 rushing yards, never threw a pass last season. But when we see what he did in Utah, this 2019 season was pretty gosh dang good. 73% completion percentage in college is very, very fantastic. I love it. 3,000 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Now, does this man have good rushing yards? What does he do rushing the ball? 2019, 290 rushing yards and 5 more rushing touchdowns. So overall, real solid work for him. And he got to a bowl game. Let's see what he did in the bowl game in 2019. Did he get it done? We always weigh bowl games very, very heavily. And it looks like he had 2. This was on a neutral field, and you lose to Oregon big time. And then is this the bowl game? The Alamo Bowl, and you go and lay an egg, only put up 10 points? Ugh, that's not great. He threw 65% completion percentage, 126 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and he also rushed for another 33 yards. So didn't really do the best there in the bowl games, but overall, he's in the league. But let's watch this man, celebrate this man a little bit. He won't be starting this league, but we will celebrate him a little bit because of an absolutely great performance. So here we go. Let's watch Tyler Huntley's best plays from his 5-touchdown day. Let's watch what we get here. Here we go. Let's see if this man can play. Should this man be a starter somewhere? Let's potentially find out. Here we go. First play up, stepping up into the pocket, delivering it on a dink and dunk, and this one's going to get yards after the catch by like 25 yards right there. So nothing great there by Huntley. Okay. Is this all he's got? Dink and dunks that go big? Let's continue to watch here. Or can he impress us? Here we go in the red zone from the 10-yard line. This has got to be good right here. Here we go. Once again, scrambling out of the pocket, even though the pocket was great, but he's going to take off and rush with it, and that's a touchdown by him. So it got it done. I don't think he needed a run, but he did it, so we give the man credit. Scoring points, man. You just got to put up points. I don't care how you do it. You put up points. You're winning games. I don't give a damn how you do it. Just do that. Winning is all that matters in this league. Here we go. A strike over the middle. Decent throw here. Maybe a little bit behind, but it's one-on-one coverage, and you take your shot, and it comes up with the catch, so you get credit for it. All right, now back inside the 30 here of Washington. Another strike over the middle. That's a perfect throw to get him inside the red zone at the 10-yard line. Let's see if he can capitalize here with the throwing touchdown. Oh, they have to settle for a field goal. All righty. Now we're backed up to another play right here from his own 40. Pocket collapsing. He rushes out, throws on the run, and that's a completion for about 15, 20 yards. Bingo. I love, he's throwing fantastic on the run. All right, here we go. Back inside the 10 right here. Pressure's coming like he didn't need to run out of the pocket here, throwing all the way back. Oh, my gosh. Whoa. The angle that he had to throw this one from, are we going to get a replay? I would love a replay from the back angle just to see how tight this throw was. Gosh dang. Here we go. Rolling all the way to his right, throwing back to his left, and that's a pretty dang good angle to throw that ball in. Usually dangerous throwing across back over your body in the middle of the field, but he made it work. Give the man some credit. That's just a solid strike for about 10 yards right there. Pocket was solid right there. And that's something that we've been seeing. He wants to escape the pocket, even though it seems to be very, very well protected. Let's see if he kind of gets a little bit more comfortable. Oh, he's taking a dive. Oh, my God. Oh, fantastic. Standing in the pocket, delivering, what do we got, 35, 40 yards? Let's count the yards on this one. Throwing it from his own kind of 30, but it's 5 yards in the end zone, so we'll call it 35 yards. And this is absolutely perfect, folks. Jeez. Receiver had the full step on the defender, and Tyler Huntley just absolutely lays it right on the money, folks. Are we going to get a replay on this one, too? We are. Look at this ball. Boom. Exactly where it had to be. The receiver had the separation, and Tyler Huntley just delivers the ball, run underneath it, go up and get it, and that's exactly what he does. So that was a great ball right there. Here we go. It's a read option, play action. Real tight throw over the middle here. Jeez Louise. Let's watch this one again right here. Jeez. Here we go. He's going to throw it. Folks, look at this tight-ass window. 3 defenders triangled on this receiver, and he gets it in there perfectly. Damn. This man's got some great accuracy. The deep ball is there. We saw 35 yards. That's not too deep, but it's still pretty good. Let's see if we can get another deep one. Here we go, going for about another 25 one-on-one matchup, and y'all know I love the one-on-one matchups. Trust your guys. Trust your receivers. Trust your own talents to put the ball in a spot where only the receiver can go up and get it, and this is what the man just did right here. Fantastic. A nice 25-yard one-on-one route. He saw it all the way, lofted it up. It does maybe seem like it was a tad underthrown right there, but it's still at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 ball. It's complete. We got to give the man a little bit of credit right there. Let's continue on. What else do we got? He's got one more touchdown left in him. This man is trusting his arm, folks. Look at this. Another huge, tight window to throw this ball kind of over the middle. Once again, not as tight as the other triangle covered defense, but once again, kind of a triangle right here. A little bit more of separation, but still a real tight window, and he trusts it. He rockets it right in there. He's in Washington territory. You can't turn the ball over, but he still believes in himself to get it done. Now we're at the 10. What can he do here? Roll everything, rolling out to the right here, throwing on the run. Bingo, bango, back of the end zone. Perfect. Damn, this man could potentially be the real deal, folks. He's only in his second year here. Unfortunately, he has to sit behind Lamar Jackson, but that's a great throw on the run, buying all the time, waiting to the last second, delivering a great ball low and away for the touchdown in the back of the end zone. Tyler Huntley, folks. Ooh, we got somebody trying to emerge as a starter. You gotta love it, taking full advantage of the last preseason game, the last action that I'll probably see all season. But he left a mark. We're talking about him. Everybody's talking about him. An absolutely fantastic 5-touchdown performance. And that man might have found himself in a quarterback competition come next season. We'll see what quarterbacks leave this season and what quarterbacks get cut this season from the starting role, and what quarterbacks need to be filled for a starting role, because Tyler Huntley just threw his hat in the ring of a potential starter come next season, and we know a big destination is going to be Pittsburgh if Big Ben retires like we think he will. Tyler Huntley, you better make sure you can get in contact with Mike Tomlin ASAP. Tyler Huntley, an absolutely fantastic performance last night, last preseason game for the Ravens. Wow. Loved what I saw right there. Alrighty, let's move on to the Bears and the Titans. Now we can watch Justin Fields' last action before the start of the regular season. What did Justin Fields put on tape for the last audition before the regular season begins, and maybe try to make Matt Nagy uncomfortable with his decision to start Andy Dalton? So Justin Fields' last chance to impress right here. Does he impress us? Let's see if we can definitively agree or say that Justin Fields should be the clear-cut Week 1 starter. Did he do enough in the last preseason game? Let's go and figure it out. Here we go. First play up. Here we go. We got every single play by Justin Fields. The good, the bad, the ugly. Let's see what we get. Here we go. Oh, man, taking way too long to throw right here. What is this, a solid 5 seconds? Let's count it. He gets brought down for a sack. 1, 2, tries to step up, gets brought down, maybe 2.5, 3 seconds there before the pressure got there. Unfortunately, we don't have the all-22 because Game Pass is messing up, but didn't seem like anything was truly open right here. Yeah, it kind of seemed like there was really nowhere good to go with the ball, and unfortunately, he gets brought down for a sack. Unfortunate. Can we get a better look from this angle? Yeah, everything seemed to be pretty well guarded. Unfortunate. Tried to step up in the pocket. He held onto the ball, didn't fumble. If we're looking at any positive to take away there. All right, next play up. Here we go. 1st and 10. 0-0 game. Stands in the pocket. Plenty of time to throw. Tries to take the check down, and it's incomplete. All righty. Now we got a 3rd and 6 at their own 35-yard line. Got to keep the chains moving. This is a huge down. Got to convert. Let's see what he does here. Here we go. Takes the out route on the right sideline, and there it is for the 1st down. Huge read right there. Great delivery. Keeping the chains moving. That's perfect. All right. After the 1st down, we get a wide receiver screen that goes for absolutely nothing. Unfortunately there, that's not on Justin Fields. It's a wide receiver screen. It's all blocking in the receivers. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Boom, just takes a nice little comeback route for 5 yards. He stays on his feet, and he's able to fight for another 2 or 3, making it very 3rd and manageable. We don't see how that one ended. Let's see if we can see how that one ended. They went turnovers on down. They didn't get it on 4th down. Here we go, 4th and 1. D. Williams. So on 3rd and 2, after Justin Fields had that great completion to make it 3rd and 2, they run the ball, only goes for a yard, and then on 4th and 1, they run the ball again, does not pick it up. So maybe should have trusted Justin Fields a little bit on that play. Maybe. Unfortunate that, why would Matt Nagy not trust Justin Fields? I mean, this is his last opportunity to see. Matt Nagy, use Justin Fields on 4th down. Why are you rushing the ball on 4th down? This is Justin Fields' last action. See what the man can do. Run a play action, run a read option, get Justin Fields out of the pocket, moving out of the right to try and, maybe rush for the 1st down on 4th and 1. Sell the play action. Justin Fields takes it and keeps it and gets the edge and 1st down right there. So, I didn't like that Matt Nagy didn't do that. What's up with that? What's up with that? Come on. All right, here we go. Justin Fields back on the field. It's 2nd and 22. Takes another check down right here. But we know this Titans defense has been stingy with the yards and the points. They've only given up 3 points each in their first 2 preseason games. So this Titans defense is still pretty deep, still pretty good defensively deep, because of preseason. Not all the starters are playing throughout the entire game. So if you can hold the team to 3 points the entire game, you're pretty gosh dang deep and pretty well good coached. So maybe they're just not giving Justin Fields wide open looks, but we would still like to see Justin Fields take some attempts down the field, not just dinking and dunking. That's all we've seen so far is dinking and dunking by Justin Fields. But now we get 3rd and 15. Can he pick this up? This is huge. Huge 3rd down here. He's going to run for it himself, and then he ends up just going down to the ground about 5, 6, 7 yards short. Unfortunate. They're going to go for it on 4th and 8, though. Here we go, 4th and 8. Now they go for it and use Justin Fields on 4th and 8 when he's but he completes it. Look at Justin Fields. Go and get it done. Bingo, bango. 2 feet in I don't know if he got that 2nd foot down. I think, I don't think he did get that 2nd foot down. What happened here? Pass incomplete. 4th and 8. They punt. Where was this drive at? Turnovers on downs. 4th down. What happened there? Interesting. Or was that Justin Fields' 4th down attempt? Interesting. Okay, whatever. Let's get back to Justin Fields then, because we skipped big time here. All right. So they get a touchdown. Justin Fields back in the game here. Next drive. A nice kind of, sling over the middle for about 10 yards. Or not even 10 yards. 4 or 5 yards right there to pick up the 1st down. All right. Justin Fields on 1st and 10. Here we go. Once again, another dink over the middle of the field, and this time it's incomplete because the running back out of the backfield couldn't hold on to the ball. Trying to do something in this 2-minute drive before the end of the first half here. Let's see what happens. Justin Fields rolling out of the pocket here, using his legs. Picking up about 5 or 6 yards right there, bringing up 3rd down. They ended up getting it. We fast forward time a little bit here. Next pass here by Justin Fields. All right, once again, a good strike over the middle field here. It's wide open, right on the money, but, it only goes for about 7 yards. Seems like we're going to get a flag as well. So now they're at the 20. Here we go, Justin, on this 2-minute drive here. Getting any points out here is real solid. Justin Fields throwing on the run, and oh my gosh! Whoa! And that's a touchdown. They count it. Gosh dang, who is that? Number 87. What do we got? Horster? Looks like a tight end out here. Real solid. Let's see who caught this ball. Who caught this touchdown? Let's get this man some mother-loving credit out here. What do we got? Jay Horsted. Jay Horsted. Let's find out his first name. Give the man the ultimate respect out here. Jesper Horsted. Jeez, that man had 3 touchdowns? Oh my God. Get this man. Is this man a tight end? Jesper Horsted? Get this man in a starting spot. Damn. I think this man might be a tight end. Tight end university, folks. We're big on the tight ends. Oh, he's just a wide receiver. Oh, we don't care about him then. Oh, boo. Boo. But no, what a great throw here. A great catch on the sideline. Can we get another replay of this one? Jeez Louise. Watch Horsted's route right here. A nice little kind of double move out and up. And then, man, oh man, just watching the ball the entire time. Justin Fields keeping the play alive, delivering an absolute dime, giving his wide receiver an opportunity. That's what we're talking about. Not just throwing it away. Oh, nothing's truly wide open. Let me just throw it away. Taking a shot, but a shot that has no chance of being picked or broken up. It's either my receiver catches it or falls harmlessly incomplete. That's the opportunities. Those are the chances. Those are the shots that we love to be seen taken. And Justin Fields trying to score 7 points before the end of the half there. That's absolutely fantastic. So overall, not the best day, but once again, this is what he does. He's got big play ability where Andy Dalton just doesn't. He just doesn't have it. So there's no point of not going with Justin Fields still. I truly think this man has to be the clear-cut week 1 starter. No debate. Yeah, it was a little not great. He was, getting sacked, the pressure was getting there, couple of dink and dunks throughout the entire game, but when it truly mattered, that 2-minute drive, down 3 points, trying to do something, tie it up or take the lead before the end of the first half, what does Justin Fields do? He does exactly everything right. Dinks and dunks to get into great field position, still plenty of time, still some timeouts, can do whatever you want with the ball, and then when that play comes to go out and make the touchdown, make the score, get those 7 points and not settle for 3, he comes out and delivers an absolutely perfect ball in the end zone. What was it, 25? Well, let's get the official yards on this one. We got a 20-yard touchdown pass. Fantastic. So, I mean, why would you not start Justin Fields? Make him get better as the season progresses. Andy Dalton, you know what you get with him. It's nothing great. It's mediocre at best, maybe slightly above mediocre. I'll give Andy Dalton a little bit more credit than we have been, but how can you not go with Justin Fields, folks? That last throw right there, I think truly solidifies it because it just shows what he can do. He's still a rookie, folks. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for all the rookies. No rookie comes out absolutely fantastic right from the get-go. Justin Herbert was looking good, but he got absolutely fantastic at the end of the season. That's what Justin Fields can be this year as well. Solid, still putting you in positions to win games. I don't think the Chargers lost by more than 1 possession in maybe only 1 game, and that game was them getting blown out by the Patriots where they got lost like 45-0. They don't like to talk about that game, but I mean, you weren't getting blown out. You were in every single game. That's why Anthony Lynn got fired, because you lost the close games. Justin Herbert played the entire season, so it was just unfortunate. Put Justin Fields out there. He gives you the best ability, the best chance to be competitive and to potentially win you the game. Man, Justin Fields, man, I think you got to go with them. There's nothing so alarming that you can't go with him. There's nothing so alarming that you're like, gosh dang, he cannot play. If you stick him out there, it will be an instant disaster. There's nothing pointing to that. So why hold them back? I'm not buying it. I still stick with Justin Fields being the week 1 starter. Alrighty. Let's go to the next game up here. We get Bucks and the Texans. We don't really care about what's going to be going on with the Texans here. We'll watch Tyrod Taylor in the regular season, but we get Tom Brady. We can watch a little Brady out here. We just saw Patrick Mahomes already in midseason form. I'm assuming Tom Brady can be the same way. So let's see the top best plays by Tommy B. What does this man got going on? Is Tom Brady already in midseason form? Let's see if he's as good or as on track as Patrick Mahomes, because he can still beat him. Brady proves that he can always beat Mahomes, but maybe Mahomes. Is this Mahomes' year to beat Brady? Let's see what we get. So here we go. Tom Brady, first play up, standing confident in the pocket. Nice little kind of 15-yard out route for the first down. Bango, bango. That's to Mike Evans, too. And we've heard that Mike Evans has been having his best camp, so geez Louise. All right, here we go. Play number 2 up by Tommy B. Once again, over the middle of the field. Very, very solidly open right here, and he puts it right on the money. Is that AB, number 14? All right, here we go. Now approaching the red zone. And oh my gosh, how great, man. This is what I'm talking about. Trusting your receivers. And Brady obviously does it like anybody else does it. Look at this ball placement, folks. This is what we're talking about. This is absolutely perfection ball placement. This receiver's not wide open, folks. This man is not wide open. This man has a little bit of a half a step, maybe a quarter of a step on this defender. And Tom Brady throwing over the middle of the field, and how you have to do it is high and inside or outside, depending on where the safety is and depending where the defender is on the receiver. So you have to kind of go high and inside, and Tom Brady goes high and inside on this throw. And then it's Antonio Brown, a great wide receiver. Did y'all forget Antonio Brown? He didn't have the most amazing season last season, but he didn't play. He was suspended or something like that, and then wasn't really utilized too often in the playoffs. But we know what this man can be. There's just great talent around him, so he's not getting all the clout, all the love, all the credit all the time like he did in Pittsburgh. But man, oh man, Tom Brady, can we talk about the throw, the accuracy on this throw, folks? Jeez, it's fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. These are the shots that we need to see all the quarterbacks taking. This is open in the NFL. Tom Brady knows what's open in the NFL, knows how to deliver the ball, and he's doing it still here at, what is he, 43, 44? I mean, the man is a freaking absolutely GOAT. I mean, he's the GOAT, folks. That's the only thing to be said about this man. Here we go, going to Antonio Brown again, and the fact that he's going to Antonio Brown so often here, it should be scary for every other team out here because they've got so many great wide receivers. Here we go, another ball, boom, on the right sideline, slinging it. Oh, this time not going into it. Or is this Antonio Brown? They got 2 Browns? I'm pretty sure 14 is Antonio Brown. Who's 81? What's this other Brown? Who's the other Brown out here? Was there only one Brown? Was I truly tripping? What number is Antonio Brown? Am I bugging out here? He is 81. Who the heck is 14? I thought he was Brown too. Whoever it is, he's getting it done too. Damn. He's not even going to Antonio Brown. Damn it. And he's still putting up godly numbers. Is it Godwin? Oh, maybe it was Godwin. Am I bugging? All right, it was Chris Godwin. But still, I mean, these are his top 3 receivers. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and he's going to Chris Godwin over and over and over again, and Antonio Brown is still there being all reliable. Classic. All right, so Tom Brady's great. He's throwing the ball. His accuracy is absolutely off the charts like we know. All right, what else do we get here? All right, we get the Rams and the Broncos. Now let's watch this game because we get Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater officially named the starter, and he played in preseason game number 3. He played the first 3 drives. So let's watch these first 3 drives. Did they make the right decision? Is Teddy Bridgewater still looking good, even though that he's now named the starter? And, I mean, you could potentially, maybe feel a little bit too confident, a little bit too complacent, and not be great. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying that is a possibility. Once you've already been named the starter, maybe that competitive spirit, competitive edge goes down just a tad. Maybe not even, maybe by your subconscious, you're not actively doing it. So let's watch Teddy Bridgewater here and see if this man is still looking like the right choice of the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. So here we go. Let's see what we get. All right, first play up. Here we go. Great starting field position here at their own 38-yard line. They run the ball on first down, pick up 5 yards. All right, we're only watching Teddy Bridgewater, but we don't have all the plays by him in a highlight package, so we have to do it the old school way. All right, here we go. They run the ball here on 2nd and 5, and they pick up the first down. Perfect. 1st and 10 from midfield. Teddy Bridgewater in the shotgun. Here we go. First play up, over the middle of the field, trying to hit his tight end on a comeback route, and it's perfectly delivered, but defenders come in and kind of bat it away and jar the ball loose, and the tight end can't make a secure catch. All right, so it's incomplete there, but they pick up the first down on the next rushing play. Now we get Teddy Bridgewater. They're at the 36-yard line of the Rams. Oh, and this one just off the hands of their tight end as well right there. Incomplete ball. Pretty good throw there by Teddy Bridgewater. All right, next throw right here. Ooh, this was way, way behind right here. Let's watch this one more time. This was dangerous as well. Potential pick. Teddy Bridgewater still going a little bit short here. Ooh, yeah, that was not great. Got kind of bailed out there. All right, brings up 3rd and 10. All right, you got to drive this ball. You got to complete this ball because you are on the cusp of field goal territory. You need to settle in, get this first down. Here we go. And man, oh man, tight coverage right there. It would have been a couple of yards short of the first down, but here we go. The kick is up. They go for the field goal, and it gets good. Now, that drive was really nothing on Teddy B right there, and he was still kind of doing the checkdowns, not really airing it out like we just saw Tom Brady absolutely air it out right there in the last game that we watched. All right, so let's see what Teddy B was doing on his second drive. He played the first 3 drives right there. So let's fast forward to the Broncos' next drive. All righty, here we go. Let's see what we got. Tie game, 3-3. Teddy B going to start from his own 25-yard line. Let's see how he does this drive. Here we go. Play number 1. Hand off the ball. Running back, I believe that is Melvin Gordon doing his thing. Picks up 4 yards. All right, Teddy Bridgewater, here we go. Play action pass here. And once again, just a dump off back out of the backfield. This is what we don't like out of Teddy Bridgewater. All the dink and dunks, and he hasn't even thrown more past like 7 yards here on the first couple of plays. So not great. Here we go, next one, and it's another dink off, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit an out route, and he's inaccurate, and he's dinking and dunking, and it's incomplete, and they have to punt. So, all right. I mean, we got to see Teddy start to open it up, let it rip a little bit more, my man. Come on. You were the starter. You can't just go back to dink and dunk. Dinking and dunking is what got you kicked out of Carolina, even though you had good stats overall. So Teddy Bridgewater, you need to learn that you can't just have good, reliable stats. Oh, he's got 67% completion percentage. That's great. Yeah, but it resulted in only 4 wins, so we have to see him be a little bit more confident, taking the deeper shots. They've got great receivers here in Denver. Take and utilize them as much as you can. But here we go. Next drive. They're now down 6-3. They're starting at their own 25-yard line. It's a play action pass. He delivers it to a check down for 8 yards. They rush the ball here. This is his last drive, so he has to impress somewhere here. Come on, Teddy. Alrighty. Picks up the first down on the ground from their own 38-yard line. Teddy Bridgewater. Here we go. Another check down over the middle of the field, and I get it, folks. It's open, and I've got no problems with you taking what the defense gives you, but we also have to see you take these shots, take the, where we just saw it with Tom Brady. Yes, it's not 100% wide open, but you can throw it open, or you can trust your receivers, or you can just put the ball in a favorable position where it doesn't get batted away or intercepted. It's either just a catch or an incomplete pass. But you do need to test the defense vertically to open up everything else. I get it, folks. Oh, yes, he's taking the check down because that's the only thing open. I also get that, folks. I'm just saying we do need you to test the field, take those chances, not just be, safety, dink and dunk, game manager. All right, here we go. Another one rolling out of the pocket, delivering it for only like a 3-yard gain. Here we go. Now they're inside the 40-yard line of the Rams, 2nd and 7. They hand off the ball. Doesn't get anything. Gonna bring up a huge third down. Come on, Teddy. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. Go and pick this up. Let's see how he does it here. Here we go. 3rd and 7 at the Rams 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Here we go. Teddy B drops back to pass. Now we're cooking. There we go. Strike, 20 yards. First down. He's wide open. Teddy Bridgewater puts it right on the money. That's the first down. Now we should be in the red zone. Very close to the red zone here. Here we go. Right on the red zone. Come on, Teddy. Let's see how he works this red zone. Here we go. They run the ball. Picks up about 6 yards. Alrighty. We only care about Teddy B, though. Come on. I want to see Teddy B try to throw some balls down here in the red zone as the field shrinks. They're going to hand the ball off here on 2nd and 4. Get inside the 10. Alrighty, come on. Let's have Teddy get it done here. Here we go. Inside the A tier. Teddy Bridgewater drops back to pass, shuffling out of the pocket, keeping his eyes down the field. And there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Wide open touchdown. Courtland Sutton looking absolutely amazing. 2 huge catches here by Courtland Sutton. This is what we're talking about. I mean, this Broncos team, they have Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton. There's no reason why you need to continue to dink and dunk and dink and dunk and dunk and dink and just do the safety net. You've got great wide receivers. This is great ball placement right there. Great job by Courtland Sutton to get wide open, and that's a touchdown in the back of the end zone, and the Broncos take a 10-6 lead. Bingo, bango. That's what we want to see, Teddy. This was a good, solid drive right here. This is what we want to see. We know he's got the accuracy to hit the deeper throws down the field, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 40, the 50-yard deep ball. Let's start hitting them and taking them a little bit more. So Teddy Bridgewater, not terrible. 3 drives, struggled early on, but got it, going after he kind of settled in a little bit right here. And, at the end of his play, the Broncos have a 10-6 lead. That's not bad, folks. I mean, that's what you want, right? You want to be winning in games, and come the regular season, Teddy Bridgewater can get you close and winning games. So not bad there. And they also only scored 7 more points for the rest of the game. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. That's when Teddy Bridgewater exits, and they only scored 7 more points for the rest of the game. Drew Lock also played. We're not going to watch his plays, but he went 5 of 7 for 67 yards, and he scored that other touchdown. So give credit to this man. Let's actually watch. Can we watch this touchdown pass? We'll give Drew Lock some love out here. Let's watch Drew Lock's touchdown pass and seeing what that was looking like. So we got to kind of skip around till second quarter, 4:48. Third quarter, 4:48. So let's see if we can get there quickly. Like we said, we can't just bring up the plays because of Game Pass. Bring it up with Game Pass, folks. I mean, we had it. I mean, if you watch the show last season, or last season, kind of last NFL season, last year, folks, we can just go to these plays instantly. Hopefully that gets kind of fixed before week 1. So we can have a little bit more freedom in how we can go about calling the plays and looking at the tape. Alrighty, so we're getting very close here. All right, here we go. We're gonna get Drew Lock's touchdown pass, and then we will move on to the next play, to the next game. All right, here we go. Drew Lock. Come on. Let's see this touchdown pass. Drew Lock getting it done. Here we go. 2nd and 6 from the 7-yard line. Drew Lock drops back to pass, and that's a good ball right there. Front of the end zone. Pretty tightly covered. 3 defenders all around him, and Drew Lock puts it in there aggressively, accurately, and we get the touchdown. So just watch. It's going to be right in the front of the end zone right here. We got these 3 defenders dropping back, trying to pick him up. Oh, a nice move there. Oh, the tight end with the nice little fake out. Goes right back in, and that gets the separation. Drew Lock puts it right on him. Great job. Great ball, great route, and great catch. So great overall there. And then this is what we're talking about, folks. Before we move off of this Broncos game, just watch Courtland Sutton. I mean, this is what the man can do. Watch that icy route. Ooh, boy. Yes, sir. You can trust these players to make these plays. Teddy Bridgewater, trust your guys. Trust your guys. If there's anybody to trust, Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton, those are some elite players that you can trust. I would trust those guys for my career. I would bet my career and kind of bet my legacy on these guys to get it done. So take the chances, take the risks. It will pay off, Teddy. All right, what do we got here? We got Chargers, Seahawks, nothing to watch here. Justin Herbert didn't play. I don't need to see Easton stick, so we don't got to watch anything on this game. And then that was it. So, alrighty. Then we're out of here. 12 minutes over. We wanted to get out of here before the 1 o'clock game kicked off. Unfortunate there. That did not happen. So let's quickly, before we end the show, can we update this? Is it going to load? No, it's not going to load. So we're just going to get out of here, folks. This doesn't want to load. We'll get out of here. You don't want to load for us. We're not waiting around for you. There's football to be watched, and we'll break it all down tomorrow on the show. Last day of preseason for the 2021 season, folks. Love it. Watch it. Love it some more, and we'll break it all down tomorrow on the show. Last day of preseason, folks. Enjoy. We'll see you tomorrow.